Hello everyone, my name is Olasheye and I welcome you to my YouTube channel. Well, I've been away for some time now due to developing a Udemy course, fulfilling official commitments, as well as taking care of family responsibilities. But guess what? I am finally back now, and I must tell you that I'm excited to get back to creating valuable content for you. So, thank you for being patient. Now, in the next couple of months, I'm going to walk you through petrophysical analysis of well log data using Excel and TechLog software, particularly using Excel spreadsheet program. Because from practical experience, it really helps to first learn petrophysical analysis of well log data in Excel spreadsheet program. That way, you will know exactly what software are doing with your data and what formulas the software are using. Now, we all know that software only allows us to see the interface, click around, run and get results, but we don't see what is happening behind the scene. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to use Excel to carry out petrophysical analysis so that you will be able to see and understand how software use your data behind the scene. But before we get started, let me introduce my Udemy course to you. Petrophysics with Excel, TechLog, and Petre. So please take a moment to listen. Hello everyone, my name is Olasheye and I'm a geoscientist with experience in petrophysical analysis, seismic interpretation, sequence stratigraphy, reservoir static modeling, field development plan, and so on and so forth. I welcome you to this amazing course. Petrophysical analysis of well logs data using TechLog, Excel, and Petre software. Now, do you encounter problems during well log analysis? Do you have issues with calculating petrophysical parameters? Or do you get confused with identifying fluid types and fluid contacts? Well, if so, this is the right course for you. As a matter of fact, this course addresses everything that is related to petrophysics. And I have put up this interesting course to share with you my skills and my real-life experience on petrophysics and reservoir geology, which I had gathered on this job from my master's program and other reliable sources over a decade now, both as a geoscientist and a tutor. So, in this course, I will walk you through the standard approach to petrophysics and reservoir geology, right from the basics, using comprehensible explanation and crystal clear demonstration. And the objective here is to take you through the subsurface to make you identify and estimate the reservoir properties so that you will be able to calculate the volume of oil and gas that is contained in the reservoir rock. Now, I have broken down this amazing course into 4 chapters. Starting from chapter 1, I will walk you through petrophysics, and then we'll proceed to basic well logs data. And for chapter 2, I will show you around Petre software user interface, where we will use well logs data to carry out reservoir description. After all of this, we will proceed to chapter 3. In this chapter, we're going to look at major petrophysical parameters. And finally, we will get down to chapter 4. Now, this is the mother of all chapters, because this is where we're going to practically address everything that is related to petrophysical analysis of well logs data. We are going to start the analysis with Excel, and we will use this spreadsheet program to calculate petrophysical parameters. And then we will proceed to Techlog software, where we are going to carry out similar exercise. And after the analysis, we will move on to volume calculations. And at the end, we will round off with conclusion. Alright, so that is the Udemy course. It is about a 7-hour course. If you are interested, you can go on and click on this link, or you can scan this barcode. It will take you directly to the course. And you can also reach out to me through this email address. So let's get back to the video and let's go straight to the business. Now, if you open this well data folder, you will see some well logs data. You have deviation survey data, well A data, down to well header. And we'll be making use of well A data, and then we'll see last file. Alright? Now, let's open this Excel sheet. Alright. So we are going to make use of this data to calculate all the average petrophysical parameters in calculating volumes. And as you can see, we have depth, neutron porosity, rho B, gamma ray log, and resistivity logs. Okay? This depth is in feet, and neutron porosity is actually dimensionless because it is volume over volume. Alright? And the unit for rho B is gram per cm cube, while our gamma ray is API, that is American Petroleum Institute. And the unit for resistivity is ohm meter. So before we proceed in this exercise, our aim and objective is to calculate gross thickness, net thickness, net pay thickness, net to gross, average porosity, and average water saturation. Okay? So that's what we are going to work towards. Now, looking at this data, if you look at this depth, you will notice that the difference between this depth value and this depth value is 0.25. And same thing is from this value down to the last value. Okay, the difference is 0.25. Alright? And if you open the last file, which is similar to this Excel sheet, you will notice that we have depth, gamma ray, rho B, neutron porosity, as well as resistivity data. Okay? They are not the same data, but they are just similar. Alright? Now, if you look at the top of this data, you will notice what is called step, which is 0.5. Now, this step is the difference between this depth and this depth. Okay? So, in other words, in this Excel sheet, the difference between this and this is called step, which is 0.25. Why I'm laying emphasis on this is we are going to make use of this value later on in the exercise. Okay? Now, we have depth, neutron porosity, rho B, gamma ray, and resistivity. Now, if you want to carry out petrophysical analysis using this approach, that is, using this manual approach, the first thing that comes to mind is to calculate your volume of shale. And this is the formula for calculating the volume of shale. This is your direct gamma ray value, and this is your maximum gamma ray value, and of course, this is your minimum gamma ray value. So from all of these, the first thing that comes to mind is to find out which is the minimum gamma ray value, and then which is the maximum gamma ray value. Alright? So to start with, let's type volume of shale. Okay? And then let's find out which is our minimum and maximum gamma ray values. So let's start with the minimum gamma ray value. To do that, type in your equal sign, minimum, open a bracket, click on the first value of gamma ray log, and then press and hold Shift N and down keys to highlight these values. Okay? And then go back to the top of the data. Yeah, this is what you have. And then close the bracket, then press enter. So this is the minimum gamma ray log. Okay? And for the maximum gamma ray log, we are going to go through similar procedure. So bring in your equal sign, maximum, open a bracket, click on the first gamma ray value, press and hold Shift and down keys to highlight these values. Go back to the top of the data, and then close the bracket, and then press enter. Okay? So this is your maximum gamma ray value. So after this, the next step is to calculate our volume of shale, since we have gotten the minimum and maximum gamma ray values. Alright? So to calculate the volume of shale, bring in your equal sign, open a bracket, and then type your maximum gamma ray value, 0.50 minus gamma ray, close the bracket, and then divide by maximum gamma ray value minus minimum gamma ray value, which is 14.62, and then close the bracket. Okay, then press enter. Now this is your volume of shale for this row. Okay, so now let's reduce these decimal places to 2 decimal places, and to do that, click on this icon until you have 2 decimal places. Alright, now this is 2 decimal places, and then double click at this edge so that you can have the entire volume of shale column. Okay, so this is your volume of shale column. Alright, now let's delete these values. So this is where we draw the curtain on this video. If you want to learn how to use Excel and TechLog software to carry out petrophysical analysis, if you are also interested in learning how Petre software is used in reservoir description, which is also part of petrophysical analysis, and if you want to learn hydrocarbon volume calculations, you can go on to my Udemy course through these 2 channels. And then, if you found this video useful, kindly like, share, leave a comment, and subscribe for more. So thank you, and I look forward to seeing you again.